Hi folks, Brian here, Geomagnetic Earth Watch on Monday, August 7, 2023 on our planet. I hope you're all well, so let's just do a little bit of a forecast on the next space weather event coming up. Before I do, so another X-class flare popped off from the departing limb, northwest limb. It's no big deal. You know what? There's no need for any fear porn, over-exaggeration on that one. Someone said it's huge. An X1 is not a huge flare, especially as it's not Earth-facing, okay? However, what they don't pick up on, and they're not telling you, is that it spiked at X1, but it had a prolonged descent remaining in the M-class range for at least 2 hours thus far. So again, it's a long duration flare, which could have more of an impact than a spike up to X1, right? Because it was declining very, very slowly in the M-class range. Anyway, no need for fear porn on that. Seriously, fools. So let's pay attention to what's going to be, what we are going to be feeling, starting soonish. And that is the incoming coronal mass ejections from whatever previous M-class flares. What's important is what's going to hit us and when. So we can prepare ourselves, again, neurologically, neuropsychologically, any of those people under our care, right? Mental health issues, cardiac issues, MS, etc. So the first impact will start today at 0300 UTC. Now, you have to figure out where you are and do your own calculations. On the west coast of North America, we minus 7 hours. Therefore, 9 p.m. is when we will begin to feel it. It will peak at 1000 hours UTC on the 8th, which would be 0300 in the morning, West Coast time. And then it will end at around 1900, 7 p.m. UTC tomorrow, which will be around noon tomorrow. So we have a few hours, several hours, where we have to try and be nice to each other, all right? Irritable, nerves, mood swings, grumpy, autistic children putting holes in walls and doors and stuff like that. Okay. So again, there's no need for any over-exaggeration of the last X flare. It's not huge. It's not big. It's not massive. Now, just remember one thing. As I've been saying for quite a while, people, please remember our protective magnetosphere, which protects us from the cosmic radiation, another radiation coming in. Because of the geomagnetic excursion, we already lost, it is generally felt, about 25% field strength. You know what? It could be more. It could be between 30 and 35%. And we really have no way of judging. Not right now. A couple of ways, several ways. First, as Earth responds, and as it has been responding for the past 24 hours at least, all those earthquakes suddenly picking up and in diverse places. The 5.5 in southwest Australia and many other places. First. Now, our technology and our grid has been holding up pretty good thus far. It has safety mechanisms in place. But this control center really doesn't. And this is what we need to focus on. As the effect on our brains. Now, as with the last time a G1 to G2 geomagnetic storm was forecasted. However, not surprisingly, a G3 developed. So whatever their forecast for this one coming in tonight, G1, G2, let's expect a G3 once again, strong geomagnetic storm conditions. Excuse me. Now, if it goes up to a G4, such as it did a couple of times already, then we raise an eyebrow. Now, let's remember a few things. On October 2016, President Obama signed an executive order to prepare the country for, let's just say, impactful solar weather events. To beef things up. A whole hell of a lot happened in 2016. I want you to think about one thing, though. Solar weather is more accurate in predictions than trying to predict our own weather outside of our window. And you can assume that the governments have a lot more accurate information that we can access through whatever, NOAA and NASA and all the rest. So when I think about upcoming rolling blackouts, I wonder if that would be coordinated and timed to Earth-directed major impacts so they can try and save the grid for as long as they possibly can. Because they need to keep it up. They need to keep it running. They need to keep us working. They need to keep us productive before the government abandons us and they head off into their bunkers. It was just a thought. I read a lot in the United States about rolling blackouts could be happening. I'd just be curious about the timing of these blackouts. Anyway. So that's it. So West Coast, North America time, starting 9 p.m. tonight. That's the start. It'll peak at about 3 a.m. tonight or tomorrow and end tomorrow around noon. So these are the times that we need to take care of ourselves, our loved ones, our children with any mental health issues, anybody with any heart conditions, high blood pressure, multiple sclerosis, arthritis, if you're in a dangerous occupation, if you've been experiencing bouts of dizziness, vertigo, you feel you might want to blank out, maybe that's not a good time to be working high off ladders or operating dangerous equipment. This is an example how we know the effects of the cosmic radiation, highly charged particles in the human brain, what it can do to us, headaches, migraines, tinnitus, dizziness, vertigo, feeling unwell. So for this time period, right, starting from 9 p.m. tonight until noon tomorrow, just take it easy. Stay hydrated, right? Seek rest. Read a book, right? Try and relax your mind, your brain. Because that doesn't have any protection, except for knowledge. Knowledge is your protection, all right? Take care of yourselves. See you later.